I promise I know what I'm doing here. Okay, so we're headed down to the basement. So coming down the stairs, we've finished about half of the basement, or most of it. Like, we don't have the ceiling figured out yet, but the walls are all done. All the conduits run for speakers in the walls. And then we haven't finished this back half. So this back half is a disaster. But what we came here to see is this heap of freaking cables, sump pump. We'll talk about that probably eventually. So this is got our home audio system. That whole rack, server rack, will eventually make its way to there, and this slot there, as you can see, we've kind of framed it out so that can slide in there. So there's audio cable run to like some of the most of the first floor, but my dad wants to run cable all the way up to the rooms in the second floor. So we essentially have to have a conduit that runs from this box on the ceiling all the way across the basement. Keep coming all the way through here and then poke up through the ceiling. So I'll show you a little bit why and where that's gonna go. What's up, guys? We are back in my sister's room. We're gonna figure out where in this closet we need to take out the drywall, and then also gonna be doing a little bit of work to prep for my dad, who's working on the shelves in here. So we're gonna be prepping for that. So just like that, we got this wall cavity opened up, and we're gonna have to end up drilling holes in here, and that's where we saw in the basement down there, where that's gonna come out by that joist. So the I-beam should be right about here, right about under us. We won't actually be able to see that until we drill, but that's where we're gonna be poking out. So should be good. And then we'll run all the way up into the closet up there. So should be good. Yeah, so these are the shelves. It'll be pretty, so this will be in the center of the closet. So I'll have some nice storage space in the bottom. You can see there's a bunch of holes, so you can have different shelf heights, and you can adjust them to however you need. So that'll be pretty cool. The bottom is deeper. This goes almost to the full depth of the closet. I think the doors will be about here. This is cut so that you can reach your hand. This will allow you to get to the hanging stuff. So we'll have, I think he's planning on having 2 hanging poles here for hanging clothes, for just like your t-shirts, your pants, and stuff like that. And then having a longer one, so just the one here for like dresses and stuff like that for her. So it'll be pretty sweet. We're kind of doing this now, the whole do the closet and everything, just because, or poke open, do all the home audio conduit stuff, because we're already poking through the walls. It's something my dad's been looking at doing, running into the attic, and then it can get to all the different rooms. Got a quick drawing to kind of show this project a little bit. This is the floor plan for the basement. We go back to the server rack, which is what I showed before. where it is now, and then we're going to move it to here eventually. So we need a pipe essentially to run from that server rack, Ethernet cables and audio cables from this server rack all the way to here, and then that's where it's going to poke up and go upstairs. So we come to this is the basement here where I was showing. This here is where it's going to turn and make a 90 up. Each one of these dots is kind of representative of a coupler. We have the first floor. This is the part of the wall. This is the 3-foot section that we have the drywall off of. And then this is my sister's closet here with the section of drywall that we have out currently. It's like a 7-foot section. I have some measurement. I started to take some measurements, but just to get an idea, like I said, from the basement, we're going to have that conduit running several different lines. I actually need to add, I think we're going to have enough space to have another run here. And then each one of these dots, so I think we're going to go with, I think we've decided that we're going with 2-inch conduit. Oh, that needs to be green. So the red is representative of metal conduit, and then the green is plastic. So once we get up into the attic, we want to have plastic, because then the attic, yes, it's insulated, but we don't want that heat from the conduit to travel back in. And we're also going to have to seal that conduit off where whatever wires are coming out of here, so that no air is drafting back down to the basement or whatever. But this is just the general idea of kind of what we're going for, that we can get the audio cable up into the attic so that we can go back into the rooms. So according to my father, every single room needs to have this many cables running to each room in the upstairs.
So the black is RG59.
Okay.
Coax cables, there are various. There's RG59, RG62, RG6. There's tons of them. 4 to every room.
4 to every room.
2 to opposite sides of each corners, such that they can be used for RCA connections to communicate low power signals to amplifiers. 2
coaxial.
2 on one side of the room, 2 on the other side of the room.
Because you have 2 sides to every room.
So then we have this white coaxial cable.
That is RG6.
And this is RG6 for digital.
It is digital. It is mostly set up for digital video signals. Also be used for analog sound signals like subwoofers. Okay.
The
red
is Cat 6.
This is Cat 6. This is for your local area network.
Okay, and then the blue, which
blue
is for
4 cable audio. In other words, 2 cables left, 2 cables right. So you run the big run using 4 cables in one. Then when you get near the speakers, you split that cable.
The funny thing is.
What is the funny thing?
The funny thing is that need is a need we've lived without
for 22 years. Alrighty guys, that's gonna be it for today on TV Builds. We got a lot of other projects going on, a lot of stuff going on. So go check out some of the other projects we got, and then also there will be updates on this project. So stay tuned. Hope you enjoyed it, and come back if you did. Otherwise, go check out some of the other projects we got going on. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see ya.